Welcome, one and all, to... Oh my god, my computer's making noises. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts, the story of Kingdom Hearts, from front to back, the whole thing. It's very exciting. I'm going to be talking about the lore of Kingdom Hearts from memory. I haven't played the franchise in many years, since like the release of Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm gonna talk about the lore of Kingdom Hearts from memory. 2019? Are you serious? It's been like 7 years? Okay, so I haven't played the franchise for like 7 years. So this will be fun. This will be... I'm not even like a huge diehard fan. I played through the franchise once. So this will be a time. So we're gonna start by giving ourselves some characters to work with here. We got Sora here. This is Sora. Is that a key looking thing? That's Sora. He's got his weird spiky hairdo. He's got brown hair, right? Perfect. He's got like a... I like the little dudes' hair in games. Yeah, the little dudes. Key teeth on the bottom and the loop at the top. Oh! Well, he's using the keyblade. I recall him brandishing it with two hands. There. That's good enough. That's Sora with his keyblade. I think that's starting with Kara. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's perfect. This is Sora, and we're gonna put him over here. We're actually not gonna be starting with Sora because we're gonna be starting with the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts, which doesn't involve Sora at all. It begins with the mobile game. So, at the very beginning of the timeline, there was the big key fight, which was the mobile game, right? So, put that right at the beginning. How are we not starting with the main character? I know, right? So, the prequel of the very original is like the mobile game, which was a big keyblade fight. There's a big war for a really cool weapon called the XIII or something, or the Omega Keyblade, or was it the X-Blade? Please explain. Okay, so there are these things called the Keyblades. So the Keyblades choose their wielders. They're cool weapons that go all across the universe or whatever, and pick a cool guy or girl to be the owner of their weapon. Which takes us to the next game in the timeline, which will be 32 over 69 days, nights, or whatever. Wait, no, that's not right. This one goes next, right? Because there's the other one that goes here, the other game. The one where you play as the three Gooners. He uses a Keyblade, and he looks a little bit like Sora, but he's got like shorter hair, and it's like more of a yellow color. But he's also got a Keyblade, and his name is Ventus or something. So he's Ventus, and he's one of the 3 playable characters you can play as. And then Ventus is one of these 3 students who are all trained to be Keyblade Gooners or something. I don't remember. Along with Ventus, there's Aqua, and she's got a Keyblade. She's also a Keyblade warrior. Someone named Terraria, yeah, Terra. He's got like brown hair, I think, and I don't know. No, he's got black hair. I think he has black hair. And so these guys go on their little training mission. They all go on a mission across the galaxy or whatever, and they go to all these different kingdoms. And it turns out that evil bad guy Xehanort, he's bald. Evil bad guy Xehanort. Yeah, that's his big bald head, and he's happy to be evil. Well, I guess he's got like little gray sideburns. Jesus, those just look like weird ass ears. That's okay. He's got weird sideburns, and he is actually done this whole. He's the whole thing was a trick the whole time. It was all a ruse, and it turns out that Xehanort actually wanted to turn this gooner Ventus or whatever into a key, right? But not just any key. He wanted to turn him into the super uber wacky ultra key called the X-Blade or whatever, because he's actually just straight up equals Keyblade. Like, this guy just turns into super weapon. And also, he wants to possess this guy, Terrarium, into a Xehanort. He's gonna make him a Xehanort and possess him. And then he becomes, instead of Terra, he becomes Xehanort. I think that's right. And that takes us to the next game. Is that the 2369 Nights or whatever? Remember that one? Xehanort is not a person, but a type of being? No, it's a... Okay, Xehanort wants to possess him so that he has a younger body, because he's an old man. Old, decrepit man, so he possesses this gooner so that he can become Xehanort. Oh yeah, and he's got like yellow eyes or some shit. Like he's got yellow gooner eyes. So like a vessel, yeah, like a vessel. Like a cup. And he's pouring his Xehanortness into the cup that was Terra. I don't like how I'm phrasing that. Okay, and anyway, we're gonna get to Kingdom Hearts 1, where finally our guy Sora comes into play. And Sora, he doesn't have a key right now. He's just dinking around on some island where presumably he has parents, allegedly, but I'm not sure if that... There's also... her name's Kairi? Or was it Kira? I'm pretty sure it was Kairi or Kira, one or the other. And she lived on the island. Also, some dickhead, he's like a doucher, and his name is... Sounds like a Pokemon, right? His name is Riku? Or Riku? Well, he has a Keyblade too, but not yet. We'll worry about that later. That's Riku. And they all live on a happy island together. And they're all buddies. And they allegedly have parents, but I don't know about that. And there's like a fruit. There's like some magic fruit involved at some point. It's like... I don't remember what it's shaped like, but it's got like a little leaf. Well, that's a leaf. They have to do like some sort of fight over the fruit, and then they also want to name the ship. Oh god, I'm getting in the wrong order. So there's this fruit, and they want to get off the island as well. So they say, so Sora and Riku or whatever, they have a race because they build a little raft that they want to use to get off the island. And Riku is all like, "Hey, I bet I could beat you in a foot race, loser Sora. And if I beat you, I get to name the ship, whatever the hell I want. And also, whoever wins the race gets to eat this fruit with Kairi. The heck is a foot race? It's a race that you do on foot, you idiot, Sora. Don't you know what a foot race is, Sora?" And Sora's like, the hell are you talking about? You ain't gonna eat that fruit with Kairi. She's my anime waifu, you shithead. So I'm gonna fight you to the death over it. They race, and regardless of the outcome of the race, Riku's like, but I don't need some stinky fruit to get my anime waifus. I'm a badass. Sora and Kairi eat the fruit together, which is supposed to give them like some magical bond or whatever. And then they're gonna sail away or whatever, and then Kairi gets all like, she disappears or whatever into the void. Riku is there or something, but he also goes missing, I think. He goes missing, and then Sora's all alone on the raft or something, and then like it's dark and it's stormy, and then there's a bunch of these little gooners that pop up. They look kind of like on the island, and then they're all beating up Sora. But then Sora gets the key, fighting some weird big dickhead in the void for a little while. Or is that the second game? Well, either way, there's fighting in the void, and then he gets to choose one of 3 stat affecting items. That doesn't really matter. Ursula shows up from the Little Mermaid, I think. He ends up in some magical place. Some little town. After that, like, he gets knocked out of his dimension and goes to some town called Traverse Town, I think. And there he meets Donald and Goofy. There's Donald. There's Goofy. God. And they fight, too. They're, like, all... They fight, and they're important for some reason. And, they need to find King Mickey or something. And so Sora, Donald, and Goofy all go look for King Mickey. Shenanigans ensue, and they go from world to world looking for King Mickey and Sora's friends. Does Riku show up again? I think Riku shows up again, but Kairi's kind of MIA. Anyway, somewhere along the way, Sora gets killed, kinda, for a while, and then he turns into a Heartless, or he just turns into a Heartless, he doesn't die. And so Sora becomes like a Heartless guy. So Sora becomes a Heartless. The Heartless actually then proceeds to get... Oh, no, somebody talks to him. They say nice things to him. Was it Kairi? I'm just gonna assume it was Kairi. Kairi's all like, no, don't be a Heartless, you gosh darn dude guy. And then he is no longer a Heartless, and then he comes back to being himself. But oh dear, in that event that just transpired, this is important lore bit. So when somebody becomes a Heartless, this is important. This is some convoluted nonsense, I know, but it's important. So when he became a Heartless, like, that was... God. So he became a Heartless or whatever. This is my goddamn... He became a Heartless, right? And that Heartless got killed. It caused something called a Nobody to be made, which are these weird looking gangly dudes with weird triangle heads that are all like wiggly and whatever. And so the Nobody, it now exists. That thing caused a Nobody to exist. So it's like part of Sora, kinda. So because he became a Heartless, there's also a Nobody. For some reason, that Nobody looks like Ventus. I don't remember why, but it looks exactly like Ventus, and his name is Roxas. Which takes us to the events of another game, but we'll finish up this one first. So, Kairi, Sora, and Roxas all go on big adventures with Mickey Mouse. Oh yeah, Donald and Goofy are there too. I don't really think they probably matter a bit more than I'm giving them credit for, but. So, they all go into some weird, shadowy, dark world, and it turns out that they discover the gates to Kingdom Hearts. There's the gate to Kingdom Hearts. And, they don't want to... It's got all these hearts, which is important for reasons. There's some big, shadowy evil guy who's, like, flying around. And Sora's got to beat him up. And then he does. And then they have a fight with the same guy, but he's now in his true form. Which is like, and he's an evil bad guy man. In fact, they fight on like the same island that Sora was like originally from, or whatever. So they're like da 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 da, and they fight to like the death or whatever. And then Riku and Mickey Mouse. That's Mickey Mouse, by the way. They actually get. They in order to stop people from getting onto the other side of Kingdom Hearts, they go behind the door of Kingdom Hearts, and then the door closes. And then Kairi like disappears or whatever again, for whatever reason. I don't. And this guy's dead now. Sora killed this guy, and then Sora's just like. Well, shit. What are we gonna do now, guys? And then, like, the game ends and the credits roll. I think that about sums up the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. Which you would think would take us directly to the events of Kingdom Hearts 2, but it doesn't. A few things happened between those events. The first one is 34 over 65, whatever you said, nights, days. And then, so Ventus is in it, but he's actually called Roxas now, and he's wearing a black... I forgot the significance of that faction. Me too. He's in Organization 13.
I hope you enjoyed this horrific retelling of the events of Kingdom Hearts. If you would like to see more, make sure that you like this video and leave a comment to let me know you want to see more, where I go over the events of the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games up to 3. If you want to see me re-experience Kingdom Hearts, I am replaying the entire franchise over on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Epic Samurai Live. Give me a follow there, and you will be updated when I go live with my Kingdom Hearts marathon. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.